Hey guys, so today is Saturday, October 13th, and day 2 of my liquid diet. I'm on this liquid diet because it is what my bariatric doctor prescribed as a preoperative diet. So disclaimer, this is not just for anybody. So what it consists of is a protein shake in the morning, protein shake in the afternoon, and a dinner that consists of 300 to 400 calories, mainly protein and vegetables. They want you to either do protein and vegetables, or you can do a frozen meal like a lean cuisine or Weight Watchers meal or whatever. So out of everything I bought and all the grocery shopping I didn't buy any frozen meals. So last night when I got home from work, I had been on protein shakes all day, and when it came to dinner, I knew I didn't have any lean cuisines, but I also knew I did not want to stop by the store and be tempted, so I just came home and I had a can of soup, which was about 260 calories. And so on the liquid diet, what I'm finding yesterday and today is it makes me have pretty low energy. And I had a bit of a headache, and by the time lunchtime came, I was getting kind of bitchy and having trouble concentrating. There were a couple going away parties, and so there were cupcakes and cake, and I just didn't want to be tempted with that. And so I went for a little drive for lunch. And had my protein shake in the car and journaled. I actually did a lot of journaling. That's one thing that I'm finding, and I've found as I've done low calorie days in the past, is when I'm not suppressing my feelings with food and eating all the time, then more feelings come up. And I think that's interesting to recognize. Again, this is only day 2, and I think as things progress and as it gets, there'll be 5 days of protein shake diet days, and then the last 2 days before surgery are clear liquids. So we'll see what emotions really come up. So I'm scared, is the truth. And I try to be tough, but the reality is I am a food addict, period. And it's scary not to have that, but it's also scary to be over 500 pounds, which I was at my highest. So I'm taking it day at a time, moment at a time, trying to be really good to myself, and just recognize feelings that are coming up and just go with it. So I do have a lot of support, both online and at home. Well, I live alone, but my friends and everybody knows what I'm going through, and yeah, so I'm just taking it slow. Work was hard because again, my energy was so low. I just felt like a slacker. I mean, I was doing like the bare minimum, and I'm kind of like the overachiever. So I told my supervisor, I said, I apologize, but I feel terrible. Like, I kind of wish I wasn't here. But they're so short-handed right now. You know, they need me there, even if it's just for bare minimum stuff. I can tell already this video is going to be a rambly video because I have a list of notes that I want to talk about that I'm not even sure I'll get to. But I guess I just want to talk about my feelings and what's coming up on day 2 of the liquid diet. It's now, let's see, 11:45, and I got up really early this morning. When I got home last night, I had my can of soup, and I was so happy to just taste food. And then cravings started to come up, and I had bought, I'd cleared out my cupboards, but I still had a couple things still left that I was hoping to eat before the liquid diet had started. And then there were also some little things that I had bought over the weekend that I had planned on just eating before the liquid diet started. And those things were still there last night, and I didn't get around to eating them. And there were 2 things of rice cakes in the cupboard. And I just kept staring at those rice cakes like, I just want a rice cake. That's all. So I put them in a different cupboard out of sight, and I plan on giving them to my mom when I see her on Sunday. And then I had found some chocolate that I had bought. And I'm just staring at it. Because, you know, as I'm sure you guys can all relate, as a food addict or someone who is obsessed with food, you hide food. I mean, not even, like, I live alone. Who am I hiding it from? But I'll stash it places. Like, I've got this kind of, like, drawer thing next to me, and I know right now that I have hard candies in there. There are some that are sugar-free, but there are some that are not. But it's not really what I usually crave. But my concern is that I'm going to be so broken down that I'm going to be desperate. So that's on my list of things to do today. I've got a lot done today, and that's kind of the last. This area is kind of the last because I need to go through my mail and go through my magazines and stuff. But, sorry, I'm rambling on. So again, right now, 11:45, I've had 2 protein shakes. And I'm feeling a little lightheaded, a little queasy. I did make some tea, so I'm drinking that. And I might take a nap, to be honest, because my energy level and my concentration is just, I don't feel bad, like sick. I just feel like, you know, not my normal self. I did go this morning with my friend Heather, and she took me to get pedicures. We each got pedicures, and she paid, and that was really sweet. It was a wonderful treat. And so she just dropped me back off, and she got to see my house, which was great. And so I did have a really fun morning, but I can tell like my energy level is like waning now. So then I'm like, okay, do I drink more protein shake or do I just wait a couple hours? I don't know. So as far as what I wanted to talk about, one of my things on here is food dreams. This happened when I was trying to drop weight before my pre-surgery evaluation, where I was doing this kind of liquid protein shake. I would do a shake in the morning and a shake for lunch, but I was still having snacks of string cheese and yogurt and like high protein stuff. But I'm not supposed to be doing that this week because surgery is so close. So I haven't been doing that. But I even had a dream about food last night, just eating food. And I think I saw like something like a cart of all these snacks go by, and I don't know. So it's hard, and it's a deep thing that unless you've had it, I don't think people can understand. Also on my list was through these tough times, I feel a little bit silly for saying it. I mean, I feel like people that have never been obese are going to say, oh, it's so hard not to eat. But it is. It is hard for me. And so I've been really having to, I told Heather this morning, I feel a little bit broken down emotionally, and I think it's going to keep going. And I think there's going to be lots of feelings of anger and sadness and mourning. And so in the tough times, you guys might laugh at me. If you've seen the movies Kill Bill 1 and 2 by Quentin Tarantino as the director and with Uma Thurman as the main character, I love those movies. And I'm not like a violent person at all. I usually don't like watching violent movies. But this movie I'm drawn to, and I have been drawn to since it came out. It's pretty gory, and it's pretty like intense, the things that have happened to this character of Beatrix, and but for some reason I feel her pain, and I want her to succeed, and you know, all she wants is just to be free and get her daughter, you know. So when she's fighting these people and trying to get herself out of being buried alive, and all these things, I kind of go to that place and think of, you know, if she can, I know it's a movie, guys, I know, but if she can take down the crazy 88, then I can surely stick to this liquid diet. I know you guys think that's silly. I had actually heard a woman say something similar as far as she was fighting cancer, and she named her cancer Bill, and she kept saying, I'm gonna kill Bill, and so she was drawn to that movie too. But yeah, I mean, the just inner strength is, I guess, where I'm going with that, and this character in this movie has that, and that's what I'm really trying to tap into. And so in the end, if you haven't seen it, plug your ears, I guess, but in the end she gets her daughter, and she hadn't even realized, she thought her daughter had died at birth. If you've seen the movie, you know why. Anyway, in the end, she gets her daughter, and she's in this hotel room, and everything that's gone on, she's hugging this teddy bear and just crying for everything she went through. And now she got what she wanted. So she cries because it's just a release, but then she's also crying because she's so happy and overcome. And that's how I feel often, and that's how I feel like I'm gonna feel after the surgery, is after all this, and after wanting it since 2007 when I made the decision, and now it's 2012 going on 2013, and it's finally happening. I still don't feel like it's gonna happen sometimes, and that's why I'm trying to stay so hard and strong, and because I think that moment of when I can finally go with my family hiking, or when I finally get married and have kids, and it'll all be worth it. So that's where we'll leave it, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.